Cheers, guys.
Svetlana, the firefly in the room.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll have a cozy video because I want to chat with you and show you some plants that I don't show that often on my channel actually, so this should be really fun. In my most recent videos I was sharing the plants that I am, really happy about, and the ones that are blooming and growing new leaves, growing new babies and just thriving, and you said it was so much fun to see those, but you also want to see a little bit different side of being a plant collector, and today I will share with you that side, and I'm talking about that dark side, where plants are not that happy. Today we'll have a bunch of very different plants I wanted to chat with you. I was planning to film 5, but actually while going through my collection I found more, so buckle up guys, because right now we will mumble a lot. Anyway, let me put that cup of coffee, even though I really don't want to, it's so good. Okay, let's start from the plants that I am... let's just start, okay? Okay, the first plant I want to talk about is actually my pride possession of collection. This is a pretty uncommon plant in here in Lithuania, and I'm talking about this Philodendron vercosum incesii, and I'm so in love with this plant. I love the leaf color. Are you flipping kidding me? I love the shape of it. I love the background. I love the hairy stems that looks fabulous. But I'm struggling, guys. It was actually always in my Ziploc bag, but then I noticed that since the leaf is pretty big and I do not own any big Ziploc bags, it was always against the wall of the Ziploc bag, and it started to yellow a little bit, and I was like, uh-oh, we cannot keep it any longer in there. So I took it out, put it just next to humidifier. Also, grow light is just next to it, and it still doesn't seem to be happy. Actually, what I'm the most worried about, that it had this top, right? And yesterday I just couldn't keep my hands to myself, and I took it out, and right now I feel so guilty because I once again exposed this note to the dry air of my apartment, and I'm kicking myself in the butt in my mind. But still, I think we're gonna work through that somehow, even though it doesn't look like it's the happiest cutting ever, but it also is surprising me with beautiful burgundy roots. If you will look all the way through it, actually already picking up from the bottom, right? There are a lot of beautiful roots. I actually even put a nice moist sphagnum moss layer on top just to keep it even more in moist conditions, and hopefully I'll find a way. Hopefully I will find a way, guys, because this is such a beautiful plant, and I will do my best. Let's talk about another plant. This one is Hoya, and this is not the first one that I am in the process of killing. I'm talking about my beautiful Hoya linearis, and it's not as beautiful as it was when I got it. I actually have a lot of dried leaves that are just falling off, it's not in the best condition. Oh my gosh, look at it. This is ridiculous. And I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. It once again stands in this spot. It receives humidity just next to it, It stands just next to the window, so it's enough light, but it still dries off on me. I'm so worried because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna to lose it, even though we still have a pretty decent amount of growth. Please help, guys. What would you do in my position, right? When I have this one and I'm struggling, guys. I'm really struggling. This is a beautiful Hoya. It's a special Hoya because it's from one of you guys. So help. I need somebody's help. Anybody help. Next one is an orchid, and it's Paphiopedilum orchid. I own right now 3 different varieties of Paphiopedilum orchids. Actually, last winter I was on a kick to find more Paphiopedilums, and this was one of the ones that I found. This one actually from a big box store, and it was only €10.69. I still have a tag because it actually stands in this my hand painted pot with a cute ghost, right? But I actually noticed that whenever it stands like this, you do not see my ghost too much because it covers it. But anyway, I'm struggling with it because it actually always dries up so quickly, and I'm planning to repot it maybe a little bit more moisture keeping soil mix, because right now it's just in plain orchid barks and it just doesn't work for me because the leaves are actually wrinkling up like this one, the bottom leaves, you see? So the bottom leaves are wrinkling, and right now I am like a little bit confused because I know that whenever P.O.BOX orchid blooms, the mother plant itself dies off and just shoots out a lot of babies that in their lifetime will also bloom and then die off while shooting other babies, so they are not reblooming, like for example Philodendron orchids, right? And I thought maybe that's the case because one of these orchids was blooming for me with very beautiful yellow bloom, and right now I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other P.O.BOX orchids. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something right or not, and it's just, you know, a life process of it dying off, or maybe I should really think about planting it into a little bit more moisture keeping soil. So also all of the advices are really welcome in this channel, so let me know what would you do. Struggling train over here. Okay, let me put it back to black. All right. Actually, do you remember this hoodie? You saw it in my previous video where I shared a little thrifting trip, actually little break from the plants, just quick break. So I bought this cute jumper. Is the jumper in English? Look at it. This is the cutest hoodie ever. I'm so happy about it. It just sparks the Halloween vibes in my head, you know, and I'm really happy about it. But also while thrifting, I found a couple beautiful pieces for fairy gardens. You know how much I love making fairy gardens, right? So I actually bought a couple houses like this that I will use in upcoming fairy gardens. So let me know in the comment section down below what kind of fairy garden, I mean what kind of plants you would work on in fairy garden with this kind of houses, because these ones are actually replicas from the houses from Amsterdam, which are so cool. They are from 17th century, around 17th century. So cool. I love this backside also. And I was thinking to maybe make something with ferns and, you know, those woody looking plants, for example, okay, out of my head right now. For example, Pachira aquatica, you know, plants standing like trees, right? And ferns on the ground, maybe a little bit blooming plants like African violets or something like that. And what do you think? I think this would look perfectly because they also remind me a bit of my life in United Kingdom when I was living there for half a year. So it also reminds me of maybe English ivy and stuff like that. So just a little quick cry for help. What would you do? And do you think is it a good idea to use it for fairy garden or not? Because I think it's perfect. It's just perfect. Oh, gotta love them. They're so cute. I'm just staring at them. Once again, whenever I'm working, I put one in here, another one in here, so you could also see it in my video. I'm not sure if you can, because most likely I just hide it with my back. But anyway, so that was it for this intermission. Is it intermission? Probably, who knows. Okay, so we have a couple more plants left. Let's chat about Sansevieria that I am struggling for about a year right now, and I'm on the edge with it because I think I'm gonna lose it for reals. And this is actually my fiance's favorite plant in whole collection, so this is like, it's a very bad situation to be in, okay? So I will sit a little bit on the side and insert a footage of this Sansevieria over here because it's huge and I wouldn't be able to pick it up. And as you can tell, half of the pot is already empty, and this space that is already empty was actually filled with plants, but they all rotted up on me and then just dried off. So I'm pretty sure we have a root rot situation in this pot, and in my future videos I will report it and see what is going on in the root ball. But at the same time, I am just not in the mood for it. Do you know the situation when you know that you gotta do it, you know that you will help a plant, but also, oh my gosh, this will be so much work, you know, and you just gotta feel the vibe to do it. It's not an everyday task, okay? It's not just watering or, you know, cutting off some yellow leaves. Nope, it's a task, okay? So I'm gonna work on it, I promise, and obviously we'll film a video about it, but right now we're struggling. We already lost half of the plant. Another plant is actually the one that I am the most sad about in this video, and I'm talking about this beautiful Anthurium clarinarium that you can see isn't as beautiful anymore. I am on the way to lose this leaf, which was so beautiful. This one is yellowing as well, and this is the last leaf I have, and that's because of those damn thrips, guys. Oh my gosh, I am fighting thrips on this plant for I think half a year right now, and it's a long process once again, and it's just really struggling, and I think I need to report it because, as you can tell, it's just really struggling, guys, and I'm so sad because it's a very special plant. It's from my best friend, and I really do not want to lose it. So once again, prepare for more report with me. I will once again spray it from the thrips and work on the roots and just do the whole shebang, you know. So just another plant that is so beautiful and, you know, have a special place in my heart, but it's struggling. It's really struggling, guys. Okay, and last plant I want to talk with you is a funny situation. So I thought, why not to finish this sad video with me complaining, right? Why not to finish this video off with some funny situation going on? So this is my Euphorbia. I mean, look at it. This is the craziest thing ever. I got it in a grocery store for around couple bucks, so around couple dollars, right? And it was all happy. It was till here, you can see, obviously, right? This was the plant that I bought, and then I brought it to my office. I repotted into this beautiful pot that I am really happy about. It doesn't have drainage hole, it's from IKEA. It doesn't have drainage hole, but I do not water it very often, and it's completely fine. As you can tell, Euphorbia can completely fine grow in hole-less pot. So the problem is that it's really wonky, and the head of it is so hilarious and ridiculous. So while I was in quarantine at home and this plant was standing in my office, it did not receive too much sunlight, I guess, and that's what we have to work with. I mean, look at it. So right now I'm confused. What should I do with it? Maybe I could cut off this crazy part and expect it to grow a little bit more heads and be like Medusa, you know, with many different heads. Or should I keep it as it is and just laugh at it whenever I see it? What would you do? Because this is also a struggle. I mean, it's cute and it's Euphorbia. I really love Euphorbias, but at the same time, it lost the spikes because it started to grow small like this, you know, and it just like, look at this. What the heck? What the heck, dude? But anyway, okay, guys, this will be it for today's video. I actually had a little bit more plans, but we're already into 18 minutes, so I think that should be enough for this video. Let me know if you want me to proceed with the part 3, because I actually filmed a part 1 maybe half a year ago, so I have this video on my channel as well with other plants that I'm struggling with. So this is a part 2 actually, and it was fun to talk about it. It actually feels like I just left psychologist, you know, and talked about the stuff that I'm struggling with, and right now I feel a little bit more lighter, you know? Does it make sense? I don't know. But anyway, guys, this will be it for today's video. Before leaving you, let me teach you another language lesson. Okay, so since I was showing you little homes like that, right? Let me teach you how to say house in Lithuanian and in Russian. So if you want to say house in Lithuanian, you need to say namas. Once again, namas. And if you want to say house in Russian, you need to say dom. Once again, dom. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. My fiance just came back home, so I will go ahead and chat with him. Have a beautiful day. Let's chat in the comments. I asked a lot of questions, right? Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you enjoy houseplant content, because this is the right spot to be in. And hopefully till the next one. Bye.